Awesome. How are you guys?
How's everyone? How was your wellness day?
Amazing.
Was it well?
Doing so well.
Are you doing well?
They're kind of yes.
Yeah. I would have taken a full spring break.
Oh yeah. The weather's nice though.
It's supposed to rain tomorrow. So.
Oh.
Oh my god. Again, for probably like a week.
Yep.
Let's see what's else on the agenda.
Asking how was your wellness day was on the agenda.
No, actually, I just screwed that up. Well, I was gonna talk about the Star Trek, but nobody else here went on it.
I mean, you can share your experience.
No. Okay, yeah,
Let's hear how much fun you had.
Yeah.
we'll do it again. I'll just say it was a good spot, and we'll do it again. Maybe not that early though.
Next month.
Yeah.
In March.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We have a new event coordinator.
Yeah.
Kate Ben is the event coordinator for us now. So congrats to her. Ethan, can you hear me?
Yeah, he nodded.
Got it? Okay, cool. And then we also have a new member with us today.
Yeah.
Snaps.
Yes.
And then we were talking after the trip, where like our next photo trip could be. A lot of people said Charleston. I think that'd be fun. We could even like pitching money, get an Airbnb for a night.
Yeah, someone else is joining. I need to admit, maybe. No? Nick will add.
So yeah. So like, if you guys have ideas of where you'd like to go, or like you find a cool spot like on Instagram or something, just send in the group me or send it to us individually. We should probably do a photo walk soon. That's something local.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun. Yeah. And one night or like afternoon, you guys just want to like go take pictures somewhere around here, just like let us know, and if you just do something for the moment, I'm always down for that. Like, I'll leave my homework to go take pictures. Okay, so we couldn't get a guest speaker tonight because he was just not responding to us.
I guess something came up or something. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll try to get him as soon as we can. In your experience, is he hard to contact? Like, did you? Like,
I've never had to talk to him directly.
No, I was the only
I
one
would
who.
imagine he's hard to
Yeah, I can imagine he's hard to coordinate.
But I understand.
Yeah, cool guy though.
Very cool.
So we're going to talk about night, or really just photography in the dark in general, and all the settings with that. We'll talk a little bit about editing, and then we'll go take some pictures of our own. Did you guys bring cameras or tripods? Camera? Okay, we have tripods.
Yeah, you can use screen share.
And yeah, so you want to get started?
Yep. Hey, stars. So I guess this was photo near Asheville
Yeah.
that I took a couple years ago. Nick, remember this photo? It was fun and cold, but it was worth it because we could see the Milky Way, and that was like the coolest thing ever. But yeah, like basically to take photos like these, you need to have like first of all clear sky, no light pollution, including like the moon, like absolutely like nothing, super dark, and then like Milky Way is in a certain direction that you can like find through GPS, not GPS, but there are like apps where they track stars, so you could like find them, or you could like if you could see them at night by your like eyes, that works too, I guess. And for the settings, like usually it's around like 15 seconds to 25 seconds, like to get Milky Way, so the stars would not move. If you go over 25 seconds, the stars would move, and it would look like
a trail.
Yeah, it would like a small
It
trail.
gets kind of fuzzy.
Yeah, it would be fuzzy. So like limit it to around like 25 seconds. And do you have a question?
Shutter speed.
Yes, shutter speed. Yes.
So the hardest thing with astrophotography is setting the focus. And so one thing Shreyas taught me is like bring your focus like manually all the way to infinity and then go one notch to the other side.
Yeah.
And that should focus on the star. Because like your camera when it's going to infinity is kind of as far as it can, but it doesn't know how far the stars are, obviously.
Yeah, stars are not further than infinity.
Yeah. So you just go a little bit to the other side. You can change the setting in your camera to whatever you want.
I can show that on
Yeah, for me it's all the way to the left and then one notch to the right.
Okay, let's try this.
We're gonna show the overhead.
Okay.
Can they still see that? No, probably not.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No?
No. Here, we can show. We can show this though. Hold on. Let me stop sharing.
So, like my camera has this, like my lens has this, but like I don't think a lot of lenses have these things. But this side is like infinity, and you have it like on all. If you move it towards anti-clockwise on Canons and clockwise on Nikons and Sony, you would get to infinity. Like if you move to the end, and then if you come like one stop before that, that would be the point where you wanna be to focus. So like this would be like where if I want to come and take photo of star, I would go here.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So
Yeah.
That's like tricky to get because if you don't get focus correctly on stars, then it would be like blurry and not look good.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
good
and then you want with the ISO, I mean, you can go kind of high. If you have a camera that gets a pretty good image quality, you can go pretty high, like 1600 around.
yeah.
But obviously you want to be as low as you can get it with still getting pictures of the stars because it makes so much noise, a lot of visible noise in the background.
The good thing about stars is like you get like multiple choices, like tries
Yeah.
to get a photo
Yeah.
right. So you don't have to have like take it in the moment kind of thing with like so many other things.
Mhm.
But that's why you can like keep trying until you get the ideal photo you want.
Very peaceful.
Anyone has any questions?
Any questions about this? Yeah, we'll definitely do a lot of this semester. It's best at like the beach or the mountains, just away from all the light. Especially the beach because you're like looking away from any light. Right. And then the next thing is just like long exposure photography in general. We went to the 9th Street Bridge outside of Columbia and took these photos. I think this was like a 15-second exposure, but I mean, similar settings to the stars. You just want to time it to where there's no light like interfering your lens like around you. All the light is in your subject. So what else we could say about this?
Yeah, I guess like be creative.
Yeah, you can get super creative with this, and we'll show some other pictures of like things you can do to like manipulate light.
Cool. Any questions about?
Yeah, this was another one that I took. I was trying to get the car in focus. With this one, I had the shutter open for like 2 seconds, I think, and all my settings around that. And then I was taking my tripod and then shifting the camera as it was taking the picture so it would follow the car. And that way that all the light around the car would be like, funny looking. I don't know how to describe it. And
Yeah,
the car would look clear all the other lights.
Yeah, so the car would be in like perfect focus, but the
Yeah.
other things would move.
So obviously I didn't achieve that, but I was getting close. And then here's some other things you can do, like by yourself. That one is at the beach. That's my sister just making a smiley face. And then I think this one,
Looks like a
I
snake.
just like spun around in circles, so it looks like I was teleporting.
Looks like a cobra.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Next time you could say that. Hey, I hit a cobra.
That's it for presentation. Do you guys have any questions about night photography in general?
Or anything in general.
Anything?
Anything you want to do? Fun thing.
So we're gonna take some photos after this. Do whatever you guys want. We can go
People
out in the-
online if you want to come to.
Yeah, we can go out in the street and take some pictures of the cars going by. You want to do that, or we can do some of this in here. Really,
Turn off the lights.
Turn off the lights. Yeah, we
Get
could.
spin around.
What do you guys do for the? We spin around in circles. What do you want to do? We want to talk about editing photos. Though?
Yeah, we can talk about that quickly. Let's see. Right. I'm gonna share Lightroom. Yeah.
Oh,
Let's go to add some photos. I don't know what. 1 second. Or I could. Right. Can you see?
no,
No. Can you see that, Nick?
you're not showing.
No.
No. Sure.
There you go.
Can you see that now?
You can see now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. Fine. Okay. Let's. I don't know what photo to choose.
Do you have a star photo in there?
No, but I can get one in 1 second. Yeah, let's do star photo.
I can do one of mine if you want.
Sure, you can upload it on.
What?
I can get it in like 1 minute.
Okay. So I can try to zoom and just share my screen.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Oh, you got it down.
Do you have any raw photos?
Raw photos?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just change the version.
No, like non-edited.
You can just change the version of my one. So raw.
No. I'm talking about like the photos which are like not edited.
No, but I can do that.
1 second, guys.
Let's go join the Zoom.
Okay.
I'll plug my computer up here.
Sure.
So you can go in here. Well, just go to versions. The original.
Yeah.
So
Are you supposed to be sharing?
I will be in a second. Hold on, I'm
Okay.
just gonna find a picture.
That's a good picture.
That one. That's like me walking. Okay. We'll do this one. And we'll go to versions. Okay. Okay. All right, cool. And then share screen. Okay. So, like, we have this picture, and do you want to go through the editing?
Sure.
Yeah. And so this is something that you guys can do really with any like photo editing software, because like Lightroom just has the sliders. So like when you're taking a picture and you export it to RAW, then you have a few like f-stops to play with, so you can move it up and down. So like with here, I just like bump up the exposure, and that brings out more of the stars. And then really, like, can you play with any other things in here?
Yeah, so it like so for the people who were in the manual 101 thing, I said like editing photos is like the seasoning
Yeah,
your food, but it's basically like how you would want your photo to look at the end. So it's basically like your style.
yeah, your own style.
But there
So
are like some basic things that you should know, like what does what, I guess.
mhm.
And yeah.
Yeah. So something I like to do is change the temperature. I just always shift it to blue. Makes it look a little more spacey. Um, and you can get fancy with it and use these color mixtures and like shift it to teal or purple if you want to. Lightroom lets you do that. I think some other photo apps let you do that too. And then another thing you can do is the dehaze kind of like makes it a little clearer of an image. And then upping your like clarity will bring out some more of the stars, a little bit, make them a little bit brighter. And yeah, so I think I could also like up the vibrance on here. And yeah, what else would you change in this?
So yeah, I basically like start with the
I start with the exposure.
I start with the uh, what's this thing called? This thing,
Oh yeah,
the crop tool. So like if you want like how your photo wants to look, I would like always start with this and like make it a bit straighter.
mm-hmm.
And if you want to crop something out, you could do that too. I would start with that and then like exposure, so you know like where you want your photo exactly to be.
Yeah.
And then I would go with like other details like
Yeah.
these and change them a bit and look like how it looks. Like for example, like this would suck. This would also suck.
But
But
yeah, like over there, yeah.
but like here maybe like play with it, like see what looks better, and then like once you change that, it doesn't mean that that would look good with everything. So you change this and then maybe come back and see like what looks better now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like playing around, and once you know like how you want, it would be easier like next time, and you would get a hang of it.
Yeah. And if you guys have the Creative Cloud and if you have Lightroom, another thing that you can do that I like to do is like HDR merge. And what you can do is like, oh God, let me find a couple pictures. So like if I took, let's take this picture, it's loading. And then this picture, they're very similar. They're from the same point. I could, if I shift click and then if I right click, I could do photo merge, HDR merge, and then I'll merge them together. And with like star photos, that can bring out more light because it's like combining the two pictures. So it kind of like duplicates the stars.
Yeah.
Just makes it more appealing. You can also do panorama merges.
Yeah, panoramas are really cool.
Yeah,
you could,
so I'll show you.
one. Oh yeah.
I have
No.
this one, but I won't show you the other one. Like this one. This is a panorama merge, and it looks kind of blurry right now. That's just because it's so many pictures. It needs to like clear up. But yeah. And so that was a panorama merge at night.
The good thing about like panorama merge is like it doesn't have to be like all in one row. You can
Yeah.
do like 3x2 or like make it like bigger like this.
Mm-hmm. So however you want your picture to look. The software is really smart. So yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions with editing? Pretty straightforward. Whatever you think looks best usually works for everyone else.
Does Lightroom cost money?
Yes.
Lightroom, I think itself is
No.
free on your phone. The Lightroom app is free.
Yeah, on your phone it's free, so you can use it on your phone. But on the desktop.
On the
version,
computer, I think it only comes with the Creative Cloud.
But you could go to the library if you want to use
It's true.
5th floor.
Yeah.
Or you could go to the Daily Gamecock Museum
Or here.
or here. I don't know
Yeah.
stuff about here,
You
but
can go to the J School Labs. They have all the.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I think the Lightroom, whatever the Creative Cloud package is with Lightroom, is only like $10 opposed to like 20.
You get Photoshop.
You get Photoshop in Lightroom. Okay.
Mhm.
Like a monthly charge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get, I think with that you get unlimited storage too. Or
I don't
some,
know.
maybe
I
not
think it's like
unlimited.
100 GB
100 gigs. Okay. Yeah.
something like
Yeah. Well, I haven't had any storage issues here, and I have like 1,200 pictures on here. So.
So if someone wanted to get into photography, would you recommend that they get something like Lightroom as opposed to just editing?
I don't know. I think with like Lightroom, I just use it because I have the Creative Suite. But like your Photos app on your computer will do the same thing for the most part. Visco will probably do the same thing. There's probably other free ones that do everything Lightroom does.
Yeah. Like-
Lightroom Classic is a little bit more advanced. It's better for like photo organization. And
I would not recommend like someone who's just getting into, because they have like other expenses like cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
But like if you are like really getting into and you want to do something with it, then yeah, it would be a good investment later on. But not. You can use it on your phone first and then do a free trial for a month and then see. Someone put something in there. Quick question. Okay, good question.
Hold on, let me. You can mute yourself again.
Hmm?
Mute yourself again.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen again. So, yeah. So one thing. Okay, so in post, you would want to go to I think detail. You can change in Lightroom. At least you can like do like noise reduction, and so you can like bump that up, and that just kind of makes the image a little bit like. I wouldn't say blurrier, more like airbrushed in a way, and that just like gets rid of the little details. But when you're taking the pictures, you could just lower your ISO and then adjust
Yeah.
everything else accordingly, because that will make it super grainy and noisy.
So like there are some steps you can go through. Take photos in raw, highest quality, then like take as close as to the brightest photo in like with your camera rather than like having so much exposure added later on, because that creates noise too.
Yeah.
And yeah, like and then if you do this, sometimes like it would get confused with stars, and it would remove some stars
Yeah.
from your photo, so that
Yeah.
would suck. So that would be a
Probably the
risky-
biggest thing is when you're taking the photo.
Yeah.
But there are steps you can take when you're editing that
Yeah.
can help a little bit. It just might hurt your overall picture.
Yeah, like other than stars, that would be a good option. But like with stars, it's just like tricky. But use it. Sounds good.
I'm gonna stop sharing. I'll mute myself too.
What stood out? Do you wanna come take photos, Ethan, with us?
I have to study for the GRE. I have
Oh,
the
wait.
GRE in 2 weeks, so
Wait, say it again.
I have the GRE in 2 weeks that I'm studying for. So
Oh,
unfortunately, I don't
this
have
is really
time.
annoying. Good luck on that.
Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah. Oh, I hate it.
Good luck. I guess wellness day well spent.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Let me look at the meeting notes on the agenda. I'm just gonna say it again that we're going to move over to Slack. I think we're gonna make a channel this week, and
Yeah.
we'll start sending messages in both Slack and the GroupMe. And we'll send another message in our GroupMe about how to join the Slack. It's super easy, and that's just gonna make communication a lot quicker. And Slack has a lot of interesting features that GroupMe unfortunately does not.
Yeah, you can make your own emojis.
You can make your own emojis. Well, you can
How
like
good is
more.
that?
Yeah, and more importantly, we can pin documents or links in the chat, so they're quickly referenced. All right,
Yeah.
that's really it for the
Yeah.
meeting. Did you record it, Nick?
I did.
Okay, cool, awesome. So thank you guys that came online. Thank you to Ethan and Kamari, and hope to see you guys soon. Bye bye.